Hello everybody, Reaper X1 here again, back playing some more Terra tech, and this time this video is a little different. I'm going to do a build up right here of a tech that I built for a challenge and then I didn't even submit. And now I know that sounds a little screwed up, doesn't it? It does. But let me do my normal introduction here and then I'll get into telling you why. So like always, if you do like what you're about to see, or you have seen before, maybe you've second time you're watching it, hey, you know, if you might have forgot, throw a like under this, blue thumb this sucker. I think it's worth it. Hopefully you do too. If you like videos like this, you know, more building instead of just gameplay in the campaign, those likes and comments, that's the way to let me know. And it's a good way too. Because if you guys like the building and stuff like that, that's the main reason I play this game. The battling, that's just a nice kind of distraction. Gives me something to do when I'm in between ideas. I get a lot of my inspiration just from playing around and battling and just things that I like to make. So yeah, like I'm saying, feedback, you know, if you got suggestions, comments, constructive criticisms, or you just want to say, hey, what's up? Giver, I'd love to hear from you. And also always remember, never forget, I do thank you for all the support you guys are throwing at me. Like that feedback and everything I've been getting has been just amazing. I do appreciate it. And I, like always, you guys do rock. Now there's another thing I was gonna say. It's about that subscription button. If you haven't already, maybe try it out. Make sure it works. I've been hearing rumors that YouTube's been having some issues, so let's just make sure that ain't one of them. And if you do, ding the bell. That way I get notified when I got something new that you might want to watch. So there's the introduction. We'll call that the end of that part anyway. Hopefully I didn't screw it up and not have it so it was worth the crap watching this. I don't know. It's been a morning. Kind of lost for words in here and there. I don't know what the heck's up. But anyway, the whole reason I missed the challenge, that's where I was trying to get to, is I built it, I played it, I practiced with it, and I couldn't get a good run for the life of me. I get this piece done, like the first little leg of the, because it's an obstacle course challenge. You'll see it at the end. I do a full run, one full run that I left in this video. I made, I don't even know how many runs, but the thing that got me is the big sign in the R&D. It always has caused me lag since its introduction. Every time I look in its direction, I lag right out. So there's one problem. The second problem is this challenge is set up to be ran right around the big sign. You actually start from right beside it, you fly away from it, you fly around, blow up some turrets, and you come back and you're flying towards it. So I'm getting lag, which is costing me time, because this was a timed event. And the estimated time to beat on the start was 2 minutes. Well, I could get the 2 minutes, probably a little better than 2 minutes, if I cleared out all the R&D. Like I'm talking, knock the big sign down, clean it up, knock the other targets down, not the turrets, but all the other targets, like the bullseyes or the bomb and the firecracker, dynamite or whatever it is. I had to blow all them up, clean them all up, all the borders around it and all that junk. Had it all cleaned out. Turns out it takes about 15-20 minutes, depending. Pretty special, right? So 20 minutes of cleanup every time to reset this course. I did that 6 times. By number 6, you got to believe I was frustrated, because most of the time I'd get through and be like, oh yeah, I'm doing awesome, this is gonna be cool, I'm gonna finish it. I'd get to the landing and I'd screw the landing. I was having a hell of a time with them landing. Like I've said once before, more than once before, I am never gonna ever claim to be the best pilot out there. And this kind of proved it. I don't know if you really get my full meaning of that. I'm not by any means one of the better pilots. I'm fairly good. I basically build the text my flyers to deal with my fumbling fingers so I can get something at least half workable. But I did surprise myself with this one. And as you can see, I've been having troubles copying it. Things keep falling apart too much, so I guess bring another one in, copy off it. But yeah, I wasn't at first gonna really give her too many more tries, and if I hadn't, I never would have got this plane or this VTOL tech. And I tell you, I like it. I am really glad I finished this. I got to this point, even if I didn't get to enter the challenge. I don't even care, because this tech makes up for it. Because I think this is one that I can see me using quite a bit when I get it into the game. And it's gonna get blown up. It's got no shields, no batteries, no nothing like that. Which is fine. Maybe that's my next challenge. I rebuild this with all the good stuff in it. I would like to have it be able to charge itself with a mobile generator or two. But then, you know, that's a lot of farting around getting it rebalanced. So it might be a brand new tech to build, but this idea has me thinking. But with it using that hover wheel glitch, I don't know if I really want to get too in love with this idea. I know it gives you the better control scheme, so it's like driving the car instead of flying the plane, which is awesome, which made this work. But it's gonna disappear sometime, so I don't want to be building everything that relies just on that. So eventually I would like, well, they are going to improve the control scheme for the flying and all that. It's just a matter of time. So for now, this is going to be one of my, this is actually my new favorite flying tech out of anything I've seen. And especially out of anything I've built. Now, I know there's some other cool techs out there, other really neat flyers and all that. But I haven't played with all them. And I'm only going by looks on those. So as far as what I've played with and tried, this is my favorite. Out of all the techs I've used. Mine, other people's, whatever. This is my new favorite flyer. And it's got some firepower. So it's not all just for show. It's actually, it could be a good little worker in the military of, I don't know what I'd call my military. Might be something to think up. I don't know. Not really too concerned with that. But yeah, I thought there was something a little off there when I got flying around. It turns out I missed a couple of those seeker pods. And with this thing, it makes a difference. Because if it ain't balanced the way I set it up, it does not work that great. The nice thing is it will clip around 105 miles an hour, and it gets to that speed fairly fast. And now look at that. Almost on a dime. Thing can just rotate on its own axis, or own rotor's axis almost. Stuff like that is what I was really interested in. And yeah, you can see as I look at the sign there, it lagged out a little bit, right? So yeah, it's got one little issue that I've kind of ran into. In certain turns, it'll get kind of locked in that type of position, and then it screws you right up until you correct it. And it seems to happen when you bump, like the ground or something. That's when it'll really happen. It gets you, it's easier to put you into the bad angle, I guess. So that was another thing that kept messing me up on my runs. That stupid little deal would happen, and I wouldn't be able to get around or something. Cost me seconds. And so I've got maybe 15 runs that did finish, but they didn't impress me. So here's some of the runs that I did make, little chunks of them, the highlights or so. That little turn there, I kind of like it. It could have been smoother, but it was pretty damn decent, I think. And there's one of my better landings, unfortunately. Just kind of slam her down. Now this is the kind of maneuvering I like this tech for. Because look at that, you can just spin it right around and take off. And it gets back up to speed pretty damn fast. Now this isn't one of my nicer landings, as you can see. It's all over. I'm about 4,000 feet too high, and made it. So now this one is kind of just another try. Thought it'd be going all right. Yeah, nope, missed that one. Yeah, gonna be screwed this one up. See, stuff like that. That's where I say I'm not the best pilot, but I can park. I call this the Bat. Batman ain't got nothing on me. He has to land horizontally. I can land it vertically. Now, if I only intended to do that, it would be awesome. I think I can, though. I got it. I actually got an idea where I might. But the nice thing with this plane too is on one of my attempts that I wasn't recording for some damn reason, I actually managed to fly. How you like that little recovery, eh? I can actually make it between the venter brackets that are supposed to separate those. A little destructive pass. This was just to mainly see if I was able to blow up all the turrets in one fluid pass. I think I might have missed one, but that's just the result of bad timing on the starting when I fired off my first round of missiles. So this here should be my full run. So as you're watching this, once again I'm going to say thank you. I appreciate everything you guys are throwing at me. I hope you believe it, because that is dang true. And as always, if you like it, make that thumb blue. Throw some comments down. Tell me what you're thinking. Say hello. Be awesome. Subscribe if you haven't. Ding the bell. Ding, 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 ding. We're not starting round one. No fighting. And as always, you know, keep being awesome and keep having a good one. That's the main things that I hope for everybody, is we all have fun, we all have good days. So until the next time, everybody, bye.